phone and hit record. I slipped the phone into my pocket to secretly record everything. Once ready, I opened my bedroom door. I was ready to see something terrifying, but the living room looked completely normal. Mom was cooking in the kitchen. Dad sat on the couch scrolling his phone. My sister wasn't in the living room. She was probably hanging out in her room. I started to doubt if the monster was even real. Maybe it was all just my imagination. Wait, the monster can take human form. One of them could have been replaced already. I couldn't let my guard down. Just then, Mom suddenly called out to me. "Jay, I gotta take a call. Keep an eye on this stew for me. Don't let it burn." "Sure, no problem." I walked over to the kitchen. Since I didn't know who the monster was, I decided to act just like usual, and not act suspicious at all. I didn't want to raise any red flags. A beef and potato stew simmered on low heat. Nothing seemed off in the kitchen. Then Mom spoke to me again. "I forgot to add the seasonings earlier. Add some salt and MSG, okay?" "Got it." I reached to open the cabinet for the spices. The second the door swung open, thick black smoke billowed out. I accidentally inhaled the smoke. Instantly, I dropped to the floor screaming in pain. Then everything went black. When I opened my eyes again, a sharp pain shot through my arm once more. I rolled up my sleeve. I stared in shock at the carved words. "There's a monster hiding in this house. Every time it kills me, I get stuck in a time loop and lose all my memories. I mark my arm each time I die." Right below these words, 3 full tally marks plus 1 extra stroke were there. After a quick thought, I carved 1 more stroke on my arm. Next, I found several notes in my pocket. I found more notes around the room too. Dying by the monster triggers a time loop. Loops have a limited number of tries. The monster can turn into a human. It can rewrite people's memories. It can only kill under certain conditions. I quickly processed all the information. These were all left by my past selves. But one note confused me a lot. It mentioned scratching noises and red writing in the bathroom. I glanced suspiciously at the bathroom door. I waited for a long time but heard nothing. I worked up courage and checked the bathroom again. No red words appeared this time. Weird, nothing matches what was written. The note said the monster loves tricking people and altering memories. Is this all a trap set by the monster? Did it make all this up to mess with me? I couldn't jump to conclusions. I just stayed extra cautious. There were no more clues left in the room. I decided to open the door and see what's going on in the living room. If my guess was right, the monster can only erase my memories each loop, but can't remove marks on physical objects. I could use my phone to record secretly and document everything that happens. I pulled out my phone to hit record and found there was already an audio file saved. I held the phone up to my ear and started listening. "Jay, I gotta take a call. Keep an eye on this stew for me. Don't let it burn." "Sure, no problem." I forgot to add the seasonings earlier. Add some salt and MSG, okay? "Got it." The recording ended with a scream. At that exact moment, another scream echoed from outside my door. The 2 screams sounded identical. What in the world is happening? What really took place back then? I had to find out. I walked straight into the living room and turned on my phone recorder again. Dad was still sitting on the couch using his phone. Mom was cooking stew in the kitchen. When she saw me come out, she said the exact same lines from the recording. "Jay, I gotta take a call. Keep an eye on this stew for me. Don't let it burn." My whole body tensed up in fear. I can't agree this time. I died right after I agreed to help last time. I couldn't see what happened visually, but I could feel the despair in my own voice. Judging by the timeline on the audio, that was the moment the monster killed me. Is my real mom replaced by the monster? It can only kill when certain rules are met. Back in the last loop, what exactly did I do to trigger its killing condition? I had no clue at all, but my gut told me not to repeat the same mistake. I put on a troubled look and spoke up. "Mom, my boss is starting an online meeting right now.